that game at the end of the game. Well, it's not going to get any easier. Philly's facing the best offense in football right now, the New Orleans Saints. For context, y'all, the Saints scored touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys on 6 straight possessions. Shady McCoy is in his Rocky mode. He locked in.
He ready.
Shady already knows
what time
it is. You already know what time it is. Now it is game day. That is why we are in our game day outfits. Jets, Patriots, that's later today. Right now we're talking about the Eagles. Shady, is it already a must-win game for the Eagles?
You know what it is. You know, you see how I have a hoodie on? Yeah. When you see the hoodie like this and all black, you should be worried. Yeah, we mad right now. I've been talking to all my boys, you know, my Shady McCoy sources.
Yes, sir, Shady sources.
We want to prove a point because they want to crown the Saints. Ain't that what they doing right now? You know, Chase, James, Lil Acho, they the best team, the best offer. Cool.
I said that.
Bring the challenge on, because one thing about Philadelphia Eagles, though, I think best when we get pushed in the corner, we come out fighting, though, right? And I think that even that last loss, that was a bad loss, right? We put that on ourselves. All our captains, from even Saquon to Jalen Hurts, they talked about, yo, that was on us. That ain't nothing to do with the coaches. I think we go down to New Orleans on the road, and we gonna make it, and we'll have a message, right? I do think that we are a better team.
It's a must win?
Yes. Do it what it sound like. It's like we trying to win, James. It's like we trying to be, it's a must win. And then once we win, I want to see all of y'all, but I want all of y'all to know that the Eagles are for real. The same team you thought we were before the season started, we are that same team. And the same team the Saints was before they got busy, these 2 games. They are who they are.
Is that real confidence or false confidence?
Hey, man. I put my take where my check's at.
You know what it is?
Okay.
All right, be humble.
What it is?
I done lost too much money.
Yeah, stay here, be humble.
Hey, I got Packers.
Hey, Nick Sirianni, hold it down, baby.
Hey, James Jones, where you stand on it, big dog? Is it already a must-win game for the Eagles, man?
Oh, man. No, it's not a must-win game for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I know my dog is amped up over there.
I'm ready.
And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like my shady sources, I kind of feel like that's how the locker room is over there. I feel like it's a lot of false confidence coming out of that Philadelphia Eagles locker room over there. Because the last 10 outings, you 2-9, 2-7. That ain't pretty good. But it's a new season. We ain't gonna worry about the past. All right. If you hand the football off, you 2-0. So let's just start there. So if you hand the football off, you 2-0. I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are still a good football team. And then I just went back and I'm like, who did we think would come out of the NFC this year? Like, who was the top teams, like, gonna make the playoffs? I know we wasn't saying the Bucks.
Nope.
I know we wasn't saying the Vikings.
Nope.
Oh.
Saints?
I know we wasn't saying the Saints. You know who we were saying? We were saying the 49ers. What are they?
1-1.
What are the Eagles?
1-1.
We were saying the Eagles was gonna come. We were saying the Lions.
1-1.
1-1. We were saying the Packers.
1-1.
We were saying the Cowboys.
1-1.
Who's that Cowboys? I didn't say the Cowboys. Whoa.
We almost got all the top NFC teams are 1-1.
Yeah.
The Eagles are 1-1. So it's not a must-win, but I always come back to it's a must-play well. The Philadelphia Eagles got to find a way to get some confidence back in that building that we can win close games, because that was the best thing about the Philadelphia Eagles. They never was like this. Yeah. They always was like this. Close, we'll win. Up high, score a lot of points, we'll win. Blow people out, we'll win. Now we don't know. When the game's close, we don't know what Philly team we getting. They ain't blew nobody out in a minute. We don't know. So my thing is they got to find a way to get some confidence back in that building, some real confidence, not false confidence. So I think it's a must-play well, but it's not a must-win.
How is it not a must-win?
I just told you.
But it's...
You weren't listening?
Yeah, but I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you because there's no way
Still my dog.
that the Eagles can go 1-2 this year. Show the graphic. Okay, it's a must-win game for the Eagles. The Eagles NFL ranked since week 13 of 2023. They're 2-7, 29th in the league. Defense, 31st in the league. Offense has been all right. I say
this year?
The last since week 13.
Okay.
Okay, the Eagles are 2-7. They can't go to 2-8. The sky would fall in Philly. I can't trust Nick Sirianni if he's out there blowing leads. Eagles have blown 4 leads in the final 2 minutes of the game since the start of last season, the most in the NFL. And those leads that are blown, non-playoff teams, not even like they're losing to good teams, non-playoff teams. So at what point do we talk about Nick Sirianni and the trust that he has in this team? Because you gave up offensive play calling. You're not involved with the defense. You're really not involved with the special teams. Okay, Kellen Moore is the OC. So what's your job?
So you don't think he has no type of influence at all on the offense?
No, and no, nope. I know for a fact, actually, it is Kellen Moore calling the show. He has involvement in strategy, like he was talking about with that failed 3rd down and 4 call that should have been open and ice the game. He could probably ex-nay that, but they just
run the ball.
He said run the ball, but he didn't do that. And at the end of the day, it's not good.
To me, it's a must-win because as I listen to everybody up here, it's simple for me. It's if they lose, why'd they lose? That's the only reason it's a must-win. The Eagles should win this game, but if they lose, why'd they lose?
Defense.
Did they lose because it was a bad pass rush? Again.
You said
Did they
should
lose?
win?
I believe they should win. Because if you roll out there again with Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith and with Dallas Goedert and with that O-line and with Saquon Barkley, you should win. But if the Eagles don't win, then why'd they lose? Oh, they must have lost because of a bad pass rush. That's not getting fixed. Oh, they must have lost because of a young secondary to some degree. That's not getting fixed. Oh, they must have lost because the linebackers are still up and coming. That's not getting fixed. So if they lost, the reason they lost will be duplicated for games and games and games and games to come. Why'd they finish the season so bad? Because of a bad pass rush, because of uninspired linebackers, because of a flailing secondary. Why'd they lose last year is the same reason they lost last week, family. It hasn't been any different. You got different names on the back of the jerseys. You got different coaches sitting in the seats in the boxes, but you don't have different players and different results. So if they lose, it's not that they lost. It's why they lost, and you can't fix the reason they lost.
Okay, real quick, can we focus on this year? Because we keep going back. It's a whole new squad for the most part. All right, let's just go for this year. So if we look at this year, they lost to the Falcons, right?
Yep.
We all think they should have won that game,
1000%.
correct? Right? I think you lost, so now it's always question marks. I get it, and I respect that. But we should have won that game, right? Saquon Barkley is a phenomenal player. You throw that pass 10 times, he's gonna catch 9 of those, right? So we should have won that game. Cool. But I feel like we acting like we a bad team. Even if the defense played bad last game, we still should have won that game. Let's look at the offense right now for the Eagles, because I think the offense is the forefront. Like, this is who's going to win games.
Their strengths, for sure.
We're 5th in scoring. Is that pretty good, guys? I know we going on last year. Let's just go to this year. Is that good? Okay. Total offense, we're 6th, right? Rushing, we're 8th. Passing, we're 10th. And then you look at the extra plays that Jalen Hurts is doing. So I look at all the positive, I guess because it's my team. If I look at like Jalen Hurts, he looks a lot better than he did last year. Right? Running, more confident, more mobile. All them things matter. Then you got Saquon Barkley. You see how electrifying he is. Same offensive line.
Hold on, Shady.
Keep going. Let's go.
Let's talk. Let's be real. We're in a facility. I don't believe Jalen looks a lot better than last year. He looks healthier.
I agree.
But, like, he got 4 total touchdowns. He got 4 total turnovers.
It looked different, though.
Like, the running looks different, 1,000%.
See, this is the thing, though, right? You saying the running looks different, right? That's who he is. You take the running from a Vic or from a Cam Newton or from a Michael or
Lamar Jackson.
They are different, right? So let's not take that away from him. Last year he didn't want to run. He looked so slow last year. I see him get to the edge so much faster this year. So that matters. That's one part. The other thing is, if you really watch how the offensive line is moving them boys, did you see how we look?
Of course.
So all I'm saying is, like, I get what because we lost, so I get that. We deserve this heat, and I'm taking it. I'm taking all these punches. But overall, we are a solid team.
Okay, I just don't know if they get in this shootout, Shady. Like, I don't know if they can win.
No,
they're averaging 28 points a game, 27 and a half. That's just 5th. The Saints are averaging 45 points a game. And the weakness, without a doubt, is that defense. They're 30th in total defense, 28th in pass defense, 27th in scoring defense, only 1 takeaway, 3 sacks.
You know what helps that out, though? That's a good point. Well, first of all, we didn't have A.J. Brown in a second game, which is crazy. You know how good he is. But that's cool. We'll put that all-pro elite player to the side. One thing about the Eagles' offense, we control the time of possession. So all this stuff we talking about, Derek Carter's offense is cool. But one thing we did, every game we played so far, we control the clock.
So you want to
first downs, run the ball,
run the ball off 40 times.
Yeah, and then a quarterback, if it's nothing open downfield, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna go get that first down.
So really quick, Acho, because I want to get back to you because you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but listening to you, it sounds like you don't think the Eagles are that good of a football team. All right, hold on, or a championship football team. And the only reason why I say that is because you wouldn't say this is a must-win for the Niners or the Lions or the Packers, probably because you believe in their roster. So is it something that you're watching on tape or watching that you like, I don't even believe in the Eagles? Because that's kind of the drift I'm getting from you.
I could tell you. I could tell you.
What you gonna do?
But I'd rather show you.
Can we get to this
defensive install. Sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
So I didn't even know you had tape. I just wanted to respond.
Yeah, you did. That was a good setup.
Show you. Okay,
Might
the
get
very
tackled.
first thing I want to show y'all is this. Where does the Eagles' defense rank as it pertains to running? Shady, you'll love it or you'll hate it. The Eagles' defense is last in yards per attempt given up. They give up 6.9 yards per carry.
Oh.
Shady would have gone to the Hall of Fame in 5 years with those kind of numbers. Now, here's the biggest dilemma. The Eagles defense gives up the third most 10-plus yard rushes. Those are explosive plays. And their opponent, the Saints, they have the fourth most 10-plus yard rushes. That's really good for the Saints, really bad for the Eagles. But here is why. And let's get to the next slide, because like a woman wearing a bonnet, the Eagles got to find a way to protect their edges.
Oh, no.
I'm going to show
No, he
you
didn't.
that.
No, he didn't.
And I'm
No, he didn't.
I'm sorry I have to say it.